Y'all, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be budgeting out my paycheck. Let's get right into it. So the first thing I do is take out my budget notebook. Y'all know I'm moving towards digital. So this is the digital version of my printout. You can actually print it out, or you can actually write in it using the app Good Notes if you have an iPad. So the first thing I like to do is fill out my pay date. My pay date is going to be January 3rd, 2025. And then for as my income, we're going to have paycheck number 1. And I budgeted the lowest amount, which is $2,000. But my paycheck was actually $24.92.59. Then what I had remaining in my account was $1,112.96, which gives me a total budgeted income of $3,605.55. Now for as what I plan out in this section is all of the bills that's going to be taken care of with this paycheck and expenses. So what I do is I do what is called budget by paycheck, and I use the zero-based budgeting method. So I'm going to go ahead and write out everything that I'm going to be taking care of with this paycheck and the date that it's actually supposed to be paid, or that I'm going to actually spend the money. So on the 3rd, I like to prioritize saving, retirement, and investing. So the first thing that comes out of my paycheck is retirement, and that's for $102.30. Next up is investing, and that's at $155.89. Next up is my personal savings, and I do $250 every single time that I'm paid. The next thing that's supposed to come out is the life insurance. And that's $11.50. Next up is Capital One Quicksilver. And the minimum payment is $34. The next expense is Capital One Saver, and that's $102. Then on the 5th, I have Apple storage, and that's at $9.99. I'm also going to get gas that week. That's $60. Then on the 6th, I have short-term disability. I'm budgeting $87 for that. And then on the 7th, I have aftercare for my son. That's $95. Then on the 12th, I have Google storage. That's $199. And I'm also getting gas again, $60. Then on the 13th, we have aftercare again. That's $95. Then on the 14th, I have Discover credit card, and that's $80.25. Then on the 15th, my collections account is due, and that's at $115. Then on the 16th, Merrick, even though this credit card is paid off, they still charge me a $4 monthly fee just because it's still active. Then also, I also paid my house on the 1st, or the 3rd rather, because it hasn't cleared through my banking account. Usually it clear by the 5th. So I'm going to put $1,500 there. I also need to go to Walmart. So I'm going to get groceries. Wait, hold on. So I'm also going to Walmart to get groceries this week. And I'm going to do $100 there just to pick up a little stuff that we ran out of, like cereal. I need the spray butter. I need, what else do I need? Some more orange juice, stuff like that. Tea, little knickknacks that we have ran out of for this week. I'm going to go and replace it. I'm also going to give myself $100 for fun. And then I'm also going to leave the remaining amount for my credit card debt, because this year I want to get out of credit card debt. So I'm going to go ahead and add up everything just to see how much everything totals up to. So the total comes up to $2,963.92. So this is where I like to do a zero-based budget. And what that is basically me taking my income, subtracting all of my bills and expenses, and seeing exactly what I have left. So income minus expenses equals what? So the income is $3605.55. The expenses are $2963.92. And when I subtract that, let's see what we got. $641.63. is what we have left. So I'm going to go ahead and use $641.63, and I'm going to put that towards my Capital One Quicksilver, because I'm doing the debt snowball, and that's the credit card with the lowest balance. So I'm going to say Capital One Quicksilver, $641.63. So now $641.63 subtract $641.63 equals 0. And that's how we get a zero-based budget. Now, it doesn't mean that I have $0 in my account, because I am still putting money towards saving, investing, and retirement. And I'm still taking care of the bills and giving myself money for gas. And then I'm also giving myself a little bit of money for food and groceries. Now, as long as I don't go over the amounts that I'm giving myself, then I will still have money remaining from what I'm budgeting for. So that's the goal, is to not go over what I actually budget for, because I like to budget at the highest amount. So that allows me a little bit of savings back, unless I go over it in any type of way, because usually when I go over it, it takes money from other places, and I don't want to do that this year, because I am trying to be very strategic with paying off debt and being very intentional with my budget, because I want the numbers to align. So that's all for this video. This is how I actually budget by paycheck using the zero-based budget method. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. If you are interested in this budget workbook, I will link it down below in the description box, and I will see you guys in the next video.